August 3rd is Ralts Community Day in Pokemon Go, and during the event hours, you have the ability to evolve Ralts into a Gallade or a Gardevoir with the exclusive Charge Move Synchronoise. Now that we finally have a data mine on the stats for Synchronoise, I can let you guys know if this is an event that you need to go super hard on grinding, trying to get that Omega Hundo Gardevoir and Gallade, or one that you can take a little bit easy on. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's one that you can take a little bit of an easy on. So checking out the Charge Move stats on Game Press here, you can sort this chart by DPS times DPE, which lets you know what the generally best charge moves are in the game, just a simple factor. And Synchronoise is number 2 to Future Sight. However, because Synchronoise is a 2-bar charge move, not a single bar charge move, it is actually slightly better than Future Sight in practice. So that's pretty cool. So clearly, Gardevoir with the Psychic is going to get a nice Psychic upgrade from having the Synchronoise, even though it's not Future Sight. However, there is a small problem going on here, and that is Gardevoir also has Dazzling Gleam, and Dazzling Gleam is better than both of them. So, as a fighting type counter, Gardevoir is still going to be better with its Confusion Dazzling Gleam moveset. This is good news, however, for Gallade. Gallade has the same exact stats as Gardevoir, but has always been held back by its charge moves in raid content. With Synchronoise, it can finally be a viable Psychic type attacker, even though it's not going to be some Supremo Omega Psychic type attacker. So for the Poke Drafters out there, or people that like to do, multiple unique Pokemon challenges for raids, Gallade has now entered the ring. And taking a look at the weather here, if you end up in windy weather, Synchronoise will be better for fighting type Pokemon than Dazzling Gleam as well, but I feel like cloudy weather is a little bit more common than windy weather, but that's also something that you can put in the back of your mind. So, overall, for raid content, Synchronoise is a good addition for both Gallade and Gardevoir. It's not some Supremo Omega ridiculous attack like Blast Burn or Hydro Cannon that will take them to the next level of Pokemon, but it's a good attack to have, and I'd say it's worth getting a couple good Gallade and Gardevoir with it. Now flipping over to the PvP side of the force, I feel like Synchronoise just ain't it. Right now, the stats are identical from the raid content, so 80 base power, 50 energy, and both Gallade and Gardevoir really don't need this attack. Gardevoir right now is mostly about that charm spam, and then backing that up with coverage moves. If Synchronoise was a bit faster, that means Gardevoir could be doing earlier charge moves, and that would be really cool for Gardevoir, but I don't think Gardy really cares about Synchronoise that much. As far as Gallade goes, Gallade has Leaf Blade. So Gallade can do the Charm or the Confusion spam and get the early activation time with the Leaf Blade. And then as far as a coverage move goes, the close counter is the close combat. Wow. I feel like close combat is probably doing Gallade more favors than Synchronoise would. If Synchronoise was a bit quicker, like 40 or 45 energy cost, it could be a nice addition for both Pokemon, but given how slow it is, I don't really see it being used that often. And there you have it, guys. Synchronoise, not that big of a deal, but still a really cool move to have, not completely useless, so you may as well try to get a good Gallade and Gardevoir with it during Community Day. And then as far as the Community Day goes itself, I mean, you can get a blue Gardevoir. And who doesn't want a blue shiny Gardevoir? I want one, so I'm going to be hitting it up. And if I get it, well, I want to have a good one, so I'd say I'm going to be spending some good time on this event. Also, wild Poke fact that was pointed out to me during my live stream last night, Gardevoir and Gallade have the same stats. So yeah, in the main series games, Gardevoir is more special orientated and Gallade is more physically orientated. But because those stats are combined in Pokemon Go, they actually are like the same exact Pokemon. So as far as being a Psychic type attacker goes, doing exclusively Psychic type attacks, they are now on par with each other. So that's pretty interesting. But at the end of the day, for fighting type Pokemon, Dazzling Gleam, that's where it's at. For Gallade, on the other hand, this is a pretty good boon, because Gallade historically has been a PvE raid content unviable Pokemon, and with the combination of Confusion and the Synchronoise itself, okay,